Hello everyone. Today I have Raghunath with me. Welcome Raghunath. And we are bringing in a new feature in OPSTRA. Everyone knows the very popular TOI, total open, there for the last almost 2-3 years, and hundreds of traders use it on a daily basis. It can also be used on a. We have lots of videos on how to use TOI, and it is quite surprising how it clearly gives the direction of hint of what the underlying is about to do. So of course, like we have always been saying, TOI is not a trading setup. It's just a hint, and then you need to identify the setup on the underlying or the option which you are going to trade. But going forward, what happened was after the initial launch, we keep researching and we thought that if we can modify something to the original TOI, so that is how we have come up with these two features. There are two features actually. One is the multi-TOI and the other is multi-ticker-TOI. So this is a video to explain these two features. So Raghunath and his team has been very active over the last almost 1 year. I have been observing this for the last maybe more than 6 months, and there have been a lot of additions, deletions, modifications, and now we feel it might be a right time to launch it. So what do you have to say, Raghunath, about this?
Yeah, AP. So I'll be asking the question this time.
Yeah, okay.
So because it was your idea behind developing this multi-TOI and multi-ticker-TOI,
Yeah.
and based on your inputs, we have developed this tool, I think, which will be helpful for the users. And obviously, you are going to explain more on how this is going to work and how we are going to use this. So we have worked on all these two different features, multi-TOI and multi-ticker-TOI. So let's begin. So I will ask the question. Now, I wanted to ask you the question that what was the thinking behind developing this multi-TOI when you already had TOI?
Okay. Yeah. So what came to my mind was many times it happens that if it's a trending market, let's say Nifty has started, just as an example, Nifty has started the day at let's say 22,000 and it is trending upwards. So 22,000 TOI of 22,000 will be bullish, 22,100 will be bullish, maybe Nifty goes to 22,200, then 22,150 will be bullish, 22,200 will be bullish. So everything is bullish. But then I realized that if let's say there was a point at some point of the day when let's say it's a resistance, and that resistance is nowhere seen on the chart of the underlying. It can be seen on the options chart, which I always follow. But let's say there is a resistance which is a unknown resistance, which is somewhere, like we always say, open interest is something which happens below the surface. It is not visible to the naked eye. And if some option writers are doing something because of which Nifty is likely to face resistance higher. So in those days, what I used to do is I used to plot the higher TOI of the higher strike price, let's say 22,300. And that used to give me an idea that no, Nifty is unlikely to go beyond this level, at least for the day today. So it was automatically sort of identifying a resistance level on an intraday basis, that this is the limit beyond which Nifty might not go. So in case you are trading intraday or even if it's positional, you can hedge intraday, those kind of things came to my mind. So that's how I came to the idea of why not have 3 TOIs on the same chart where the 3 can be spaced 50 points or 100 points. So automatically, let's say if Nifty starts at 22,000 and if you select 100 as the strike width, so 22,000 minus 100, that is 21,900, then 22,000 and 22,100. So 3 TOIs will get plotted on the same chart. This is exactly what you're seeing right now. The TOI here is 22,100. Today is Thursday, expiry date 21st March. So Nifty opened near 22,000. So the base is 22,100. Nifty went to 22,100 by 9:30 a.m. or so, around 22,100. So once you select 22,100 with 100 strike width, it automatically plots 3 lines. One is of the 22,100, 22,200, and 22,000. So one higher, and one lower. So these 3 TOIs. Today it was a case where Nifty has not done much, but in fact we also have the underlying chart superimposed on this. So if you can just hide that Nifty chart, yeah. So what you see is once you hide Nifty, you have only TOI where the red line is 22,200. which is the higher strike price. 22,100 was the at the money, which is in the middle, and 22,000 is the lower strike price, which is the highest. So that is more bullish, which is natural because Nifty never went below 22,000 today. 21,000 was the middle one where Nifty has spent quite a lot of time, and 22,000 is a 22,200 is a level where Nifty never went today. In fact, if you see after the initial rise in the morning, which was a gap up, of course, Nifty suddenly came down. And if you just look at the red line on its own, that was very bearish.
Yeah.
So even if a lot of people have an idea that maybe it's a gap up, then there is huge positive activity in the US market, and we have opened with a very big gap, and then so let's go long. So that was not the case. So within 1 hour, there was some pressure in the market, and the red TOI, which is 22,200 TOI, was a clear sign that market is not going to go up beyond this level. Then you can use your intraday levels to plot, which is something which those who can identify intraday levels. In fact, the most favorite for me is Canrilla. There can be other things also. And then you can decide whether you, first of all, it definitely said that Nifty is not going higher. So you should not go long fresh. Because a lot of people, let's say someone was short from yesterday because of some other indicator or some other setup. That this can be useful to them also, because once you know that Nifty is not going higher, that tells you that, okay, so I am safe with my short as of now. I'll wait for a dip and then decide when to cover. So that dip did come, and then Nifty went down. And maybe if you can introduce the Nifty chart now. Yeah. So that dip came, and around that time, if you look at the 22,000 TOI, that was still strong.
Yes.
In the sense, it was not getting bearish. It did give a dip, but overall compared to yesterday, in fact, this is something which I have always been talking. TOI, though it can be used only for intraday trading, it can also be used on a positional basis if you compare the previous few days chart. So that had not become really bearish the way 22,200 had become. So around 22,000, it was very clear that Nifty is likely to find support. So there you have to identify where it can identify support, and then you can decide to go long or maybe cover your short if you had to cover your short. So it gave an idea that Nifty is not going much higher even after the gap up. That follow through is not going to come. And then at a lower side, it is not going to fall or crash the way people also had expected, that this gap up will be just temporary or that. So the lower level was indicated, the higher level was indicated. So this is the benefit of watching these three TOIs on the intraday chart.
Yeah, great explanation, EP. I just wanted to see if we can explain what would have happened if we do analysis at all-time high. For example, when the Nifty went to 22,000, almost 600 on futures.
Yes.
So if we plot maybe 22,500 or 600, can you do an analysis and maybe you can give your view on that?
Yeah, then for that you will need to plot 22,500 as a base and 400 and 600.
Okay, so 100 is the strike width, and
yeah, 100 is okay.
Let's choose 28 March perhaps.
No, yeah, because that was 13th March, so you will need to use 28th March. Yes, right.
So also just wanted to make one observation is here that because it has to calculate TOI of 3 different strikes and so many other strikes on both sides, it takes slightly more time than calculating just one TOI. So
in fact,
just keep
that was one of my first observations, and that is the reason I had asked you to add that. Please wait, because people will get anxious why it is not loading. So that warning, that caution is there that it is taking a bit longer than the normal TOI to load, and you have to bear with it.
Yeah, yeah. So,
so now if you open that 20 of 13th March, okay.
So here from the beginning of March, this is. So yeah, so here is the all-time high which has happened.
Yes.
And so these are the strike prices, 2,500.
Yeah, so the red line is 22,600, the blue line is 22,500, and the green line is 20,400. So 22,400, if you can move the cursor because those tool tips are coming, fine. So 22,400 was slightly in the money, 500 was at the money, and 600 was out of the money. So naturally, as can be expected, 22,400 TOI was definitely bullish at that point of time. But if you look at 22,500 and 600, in fact, it is not just the question of what is happening on that day. If you look at what was happening even the previous few days, 500 and 600 was not going up sharply, I mean, trending sharply up the way 22,400 was doing. Right. So it was, in fact, when Nifty gave the top near 22,590 or so on futures, you see that the 600 TOI, which was almost at the money as far as futures is concerned, was completely flat.
Yes.
And even the blue one, which is 22,500, was also not very sharply trending up. So that was one day, which was, I think, 7th March, right?
Yes, this on 7th March.
Yeah, and after that, once you see that this is not rising, so automatically you should tend to get cautious that okay, now maybe for some reason there is a resistance on Nifty. Again, at all-time highs, there is no resistance on any chart, right? There might be relative calculations or some Gann calculations or Astro, whatever. But on the chart, there is no resistance. It is all blue sky territory. But this OI tells you that moving past 22,500 and 22,600 is going to be a bit difficult, at least to start with. So that gives you a caution. So this also helps in, let's say, someone is long in Nifty futures, let's say naked. So this helps in hedging. So you can start with maybe selling 22,600 calls. Your Nifty futures system is still long. That's not a, I mean, this doesn't say that you go short in it, but you can start with hedging with 22,600 call short if you are long in Nifty futures. And then from 11th March onward, it started coming down. And then see how once Nifty came below 22,400, 300, even the 22,400 TOI started falling sharply. So this is something which I have seen many times, that the at the money or maybe one strike out of the money. Normally what happens when we have only one strike price TOI, it's difficult to follow three TOIs at the same time because they don't give a good idea. When they are on the same chart, it gives a clearer idea that this is not trending as sharply as the maybe the at the money or in the money. So that was the idea, how it could have helped that Nifty. Of course, I'm not saying it is the top, but at least as far as short term is concerned, there was a resistance there. That is what the meaning was.
So what the TOI, as you say, what TOI does is, it says what not to do in the market, right? Based on what the TOI you are saying. So here
that is something which I've always been saying. Yeah, TOI says what you should not do first, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, so basically 22,500, 22,600, they are saying that be cautious with your longs and either trim your longs or don't add new long positions. So that's what TO was suggesting. And you can clearly see the divergence between 22,400 and 22,500 and 600.
Yeah.
So 22,500 and 600 on one side and 22,400 on another side.
In fact, just as an example, if you can also plot Reliance 3000.
Okay.
Because Reliance went to something like 3,025 or something, and then went all the way down to something like 2,840 or something. So this was also another good idea where Reliance is facing a resistance. Yeah. So look at the top. It was near 3,025 or something on 4th March, right?
Yes.
You can make it a 15-minute chart because we are talking about a bit positional.
Yeah.
So you can see here when Reliance made that top, it went up all the way from 2,900 to 3,000 plus. And when it went to 3,000, it did spend a couple of days over there, 3,000, 3,020, 30 kind of. But look at the TOI. We have the TOI of 3,000, 3,020 and 2,980, right?
Yes.
So that has already started trending down from say, 5th March.
Yeah.
So even though Reliance did go to 30, even on the second day, I think even on 6th March, it did go above 3,000, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Why 6th? Even 7th March, I think it closed higher on 6th March, near above 3,000. But after that, the TOI definitely gave an indication that all three TOIs are going down. So Reliance is not going to stay above 3,000 from here. That was a very clear-cut sign. So again, what you should not do if you are wrong, either hedge it or maybe book it, one of the two. And then after that, it went all the way to 28.50. Now, if you can plot Reliance 28.40, that is where it bottomed out. Yeah, the bottom was given 28.40, right?
Yeah. So AP, you are talking about how TOI indicated bottoming out of Reliance in the last 1 week or so. So please explain based on this one.
Yeah, so it initially gave a hint of that the fact that Reliance is not likely to cross 3,000, 3,020 and sustain above it. That was the idea which we got from the 3,000 TOI, the triple TOI. And then when it came down all the way, almost 150, 170 rupees from the top, it came down to 28.40, 28.50. There you can see the 28.60 TOI when Reliance was around 28.60, and even the 28.20 and 28.40, which is around 18th and 19th of March and also 20th March. So when all three strikes trend together, that is a sign that the stock is going to trend. So here, if you see on 20th March, all three TOI, of course, they will be spaced out naturally because the values will be different, but they have all started going up. That is more important. So now it is going back to 2,900. And of course, now what happens, that we'll see maybe tomorrow or on Monday. But the fact that it identified at 3,000 that Reliance is unlikely to go up further, and at 28.40, 28.50, it give a hint that Reliance is unlikely to go down further. So this was almost like identifying the very vague way it identifies the top and bottom, that this band is going to act like a support. After that, you can, of course, use your price action theories and then decide when to buy it or whatever. So this gives a hint of what is likely to happen.
Okay. So based on your two observations, one can say that if the TOI gets flat, you can identify some kind of resistance, top, or bottoming out or support for that particular stock or index, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, when all three TOIs are trending together, upward or downward, that is a sign of a clear trend. If they are not trending, that means the stock or the underlying is going to be sideways. In fact, that is a good idea when to develop non-directional strategies and directional strategies.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point. All right, so in this we have covered the multi-TOI, where we are plotting three different strikes TOI instead of just one. So that's why we call it as multi-TOI. Now AP, so we have also developed this another feature based on your input called multi-ticker-TOI. So again,
just one thing. This can be also used on bank. 1 minute. This can also be used on Bank Nifty or even on weekly options. I'm talking about multi-TOI. Yeah.
So
now coming to the second feature.
Yes. So please go ahead. What was your thinking behind, plotting this multi-ticker TOI, and what you wanted to infer from this chart?
Yeah, this is something which another observation which I had over the. So okay, like in multi-TOI, where I had observed that when you have more than two, I mean 3 TOIs, the band together gives an idea of the trend or the strength of the trend, whether it is sideways or trending. That was one part. The second part was another thing which I have observed over the years, that when I used to look at the Nifty TOI and the Bank Nifty TOI, many times on a trending day, both used to be going in the same direction, both trending up. That meant that it is going to be a trend day. Both trending down, again, that meant that it is going to be a trend day. But there have been occasions where I have seen in the past that Nifty is rising, Bank Nifty is flat, or Bank Nifty is falling, Nifty is flat. So that was a divergence which indicated that it is unlikely to be a trend day. So don't do too many big trades, or it's not going to be a big move in any case. So that was the idea behind the this multi-ticker. So here you plot the Nifty as well as Bank Nifty TOI on the same chart. That is the idea.
Yeah. So AP, so what can we interpret from this particular chart?
Yeah, now here what has happened, if you take today's example, or maybe last couple of days. Here again, you can hide that Nifty and Bank Nifty futures lines, so that will be clear. We'll show them again later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now this is only the TOI of Nifty and Bank Nifty, where the strike price is 22,100 for Nifty and 46,800 for Bank Nifty. Here again, the expiries are different. Bank Nifty is 27th March and Nifty is 21st March, which was today.
Yeah.
So here, what you can see is in the morning, like we discussed earlier, Nifty did go up. In fact, it gapped up, and both were looking quite strong in the morning. After that, there was a big dip. In fact, almost for a couple of hours till afternoon, both first went up sharply, and both again came down very sharply. So of course, you can't identify where the top was, but at least after 15-20 minutes, here you cannot plot the moving averages. Unfortunately, that will be too complicated a chart. But here, what you can see within, let's say, around what time was it when post started coming down? If you can take the cursor there.
It's around 10:20, 10:30.
So after that, it was very clear that both are losing strength, and again, it was very clear that since both are trending down, it is going to be a good intraday, at least an intraday trade to short. So between the two, in fact, I would call it RS, relative strength of the OI of Nifty and Bank Nifty. So again, if you see in the second half, last couple of hours, the Bank Nifty TOI remained flat, whereas Nifty TOI started rising.
Yes.
So again, it was clear that whatever is happening in the market is basically, in terms of uptrend, it is basically non-banking stocks. So I mean, everyone knows that Bank Nifty is about 35% of Nifty. So the rise is because of the balance 65% of the stocks. So I mean, a lot of people earlier, if you think that Nifty is going up, okay, let's buy Axis Bank or SBI. That is not going to happen, because sometimes Bank Nifty just goes sideways. But Nifty was moving up. And then everyone knows ITC moved up. I think a couple of other stocks moved up, which were non-banking. So this is again a RS of OI, which suggests what is likely to move and what is unlikely to move. So again, what is sideways and what is trending. So here again, you have to select the at the money strike price at about 9:30 a.m. in the morning as per the spot, plot them, and then that once you follow that, it gives a very clear idea of what is happening. Another thing which this can do is you can also plot this along, instead of Bank Nifty, you can select a stock. So maybe if you select Nifty and again maybe Reliance. So Reliance will be, I think, 2,900. That was the price around open. Yeah. So you have to just click on add multi-ticker-TOI, and the new TOI comes lower.
Yes.
Yeah, so here the green line is Reliance TOI, which we saw even last couple of days has been going up, and Nifty was dipping sharply. So here again, it was a case where Reliance was not falling much. So if you brought the only the Reliance, if you tick the Reliance chart, yeah, so it is very clear that Reliance was not falling much. So this is again a relative strength of the OI of Nifty with Reliance. So even if you have Nifty which is going down sharply, Bank Nifty is going down sharply, Reliance is not going down. So that was an idea that it's not I mean, it's a fashionable word, secular downtrend. It was just an intraday dip of a few stocks which was carrying, which was taking Nifty and Bank Nifty down, but there were still some stocks which were not going down. So this was an idea that came to my mind, and that's why it helps in identifying what is happening to the market. When it's a very strong trend day, you will see that almost everything, Nifty, Bank Nifty, all are trending together in the same direction. So of course, here you can plot only two underlines. So maybe we can add some more, and that's the additional work for you. Let's see how it goes. But at least with two underlines, mainly Nifty and Bank Nifty, it is quite clear what is likely to happen. Another thing is here you can also add Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty, right? So of course there's no point in showing demos. The people can once it is launched, people can watch it and use it. So many times it happens that Fin Nifty expiry is on Tuesdays, and then there are some stocks which move together, of Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty. So that also RS helps in identifying which is moving, which is not moving. So that was the idea of multi-ticker TOI. And of course, now what has happened is every day the combination of the Nifty ATM and Bank Nifty ATM changes. Nifty, I mean, you can have a list of 22,000, 22,100, 22,300, like that for people who are used to the original TOI. But when you add the Bank Nifty ATM, that combination will be different. So what I had observed over the last few months was that list became so long that it became difficult to track what is the thing I have plotted. So that is the reason we have introduced that edit button. So if you can just show that edit. Yeah. So once you click on edit, let's say this is what you have plotted today morning, but tomorrow morning, since the Bank Nifty level will be different to Nifty, so here you can click it and edit and bring it to the ATM of tomorrow. So automatically that will change. Yeah, modify. Again, like we said earlier, please wait while we load data. These two, multi-TOI and multi-ticker-TOI, take some time in loading, so you have to bear with it. It is difficult. We try to improve the speed, but this is, I think, the best which can happen. So it will take time, a few seconds compared to the earlier TOI. Yeah. So this edit feature was quite useful, and that helps you in not cluttering your left hand side too much, and you can just keep one and edit it the next day. So that was the idea.
Yeah, that's a good point. And based on the explanation that you've given for multi-ticker TOI, you can use this as a relative strength comparison of two tickers, right? In addition to maybe price action as well.
Yes. Because I have seen many times what happens is Bank Nifty looks strong. It is not falling, but the open interest has started dipping. And that clearly shows that Bank Nifty is unlikely to go higher, though Nifty is strong. So many times it happens that Nifty keeps going slightly higher, but Bank Nifty doesn't do anything. So this kind of TOI, multi-ticker TOI, helps you in identifying what is happening below the surface, which are the stocks which are carrying Nifty higher. Let's say it is non-banking stock. So even today, if you saw in the second half, the blue line, which is the Nifty TOI, went up sharply, but the Bank Nifty TOI was sideways.
Yes. You can also see from the chart, Nifty went up, but Bank Nifty stayed same level.
Exactly. Yeah. If you can just hide the TOI, then it will be clear. I mean, keep only Nifty and
So this was
Bank
flat.
Nifty didn't do much.
It went up. Yeah, because of scale difference, you will not see as big difference here, but the difference is there.
No, I think what you can do is just make it one day instead of all.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Then it will be clear.
Yeah, here you can clearly see.
It is clear that the red line is not doing much, whereas the blue line has gone up from 22,000 to almost 100 points, whereas Bank Nifty is still there only. So these are the things which had come to my mind, and that is what I had asked you to develop, and now I think it is quite good enough for people to use. So let's see, these are the two new features, and of course people will come up with new ideas, and we welcome any new ideas or suggestions or queries. And unless you have something more to say, Raghunath, I think that brings us to an end of this video.
Yeah, that's all from me.
Okay, so thank you for watching. Keep watching our channel. Do subscribe to it and share this video. So whoever has been using TOI regularly in the past, this is definitely going to be much more helpful in terms of identifying, like I said, the relative strength of TOI. Even on multi-TOI, it's a different feature. Multi-ticker TOI is a different feature. And if you can just explain where it will come in the main menu.
Yeah, so we have not officially released it outside. So that will come
I think by the time this video is released, it will be released, right?
Yeah, so it will come under open interest. So under open interest, you will see a multi-TOI. And when you click that, you will see this feature. Whenever this video is released, by that time, you will see multi-TOI in the open interest menu, both in OPSTRA.Definedge.com as well as OPSTRA.DefinedgeSecurities.com.
Yeah, and one thing which I want to make clear was multi-TOI and multi-ticker-TOI will not be two different menus. It is in the same menu. So what you need to do is just open multi-TOI, duplicate the tab, and then open multi-ticker-TOI in the second tab.
And you can also do like from right here itself, you can do There are separate tabs.
No, if someone wants to see both at the same time, so it can be a different tab in the browser.
Yes.
Yeah. And whatever you add, whatever symbols you add get saved automatically for the next day. In fact, till you delete, they are still there only. And that's why the edit button was thought of, so that next day the combination will be different and you can change the symbols and even the expiry.
Yeah. Okay, AP. Thank you for explaining both multi-TOI and multi-ticker-TOI. And I hope users will find this very useful. And I can already see a lot of applications which I have not talked about here. But as we go on, maybe in future we'll again, reinterpret all these things and see the application of these two features, in different settings and how those can be, applied in real trading.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye.